Now the garlic's in, it's time to get back to the railway track. I've been chipping away on it for months now, whenever I've had the chance. So now the rail head is quite a long way from the workshop, and it's getting farther away all the time. So getting materials there would be hard going without the locomotive to help. I take 20 or 30 sleepers with me and plenty of bolts and nuts and pegs, as well as 4 lengths of rail. And I potter along, watching the rabbits and the butterflies till I get as far as I can go, and then I have to stop. I still haven't fitted any sort of engine stop switch. Without the rails in between the bogies, for the return journey I bring a connecting rod that keeps the 2 bogies together and apart. You know, connected but separate.
So you see that thing?
In case you don't know, Sandra, my wife, works with children and various other animals, sometimes with groups and sometimes with individuals.
They're having tea parties often here. It's lovely.
Well, you know, she calls it work, but sometimes I'm not so sure.
Delicate herbs today, obviously.
The track laying itself is a nice, calm, quiet sort of job to do, especially when there's no one around to help. And this is easy level ground, and the sleepers are just laid out on the grass and the tracks are laid out on top. I'll fill in any hollows later with more soil. I've decided that even if I could afford stone ballast, which I can't of course, I wouldn't use it, partly because there's just no need for it, and partly because this is a field railway and it can easily be moved or taken up again completely, and it would be nice if there was nothing left behind at all. You can't rush the job. There are lots of pegs and bolts and nuts to put in, but slowly, length after length, the railway has grown, and now it's quite long. I just have to keep the curves smooth and make sure it all keeps heading off in the right direction. And this is the latest edition, a big wide curve over 150 feet or so. And look, this is the exciting bit. You see, on the other side of the electric fence, the curve will continue around the edge of the field for just another 100 feet or so, and then stop, because there's the barn with the muck heap at this end of it, and that's as far as we need to go. In fact, I won't be going all the way to the barn because the last part would be too steep and it would mean crossing the field as well. But if I set up a platform down by those trees, then the wheelbarrows, or passengers maybe, could easily come down from the barn to meet the train. So we're nearly there. Or at least the end is in sight. I nearly said the end is nigh, but perhaps there's still time to finish the railway first. Who knows? I'm not sure whether to just work away on this on my own, or ask if anyone wants to volunteer for the final stretch. You know, have another mehel like we did before. What do you think? Could be fun. In the meantime, I'm preparing the materials that will be needed and thinking of all the other jobs that really do need doing quickly. Summertime is just so busy.